I am a PhD candidate in Humanities at Concordia University here in Montreal. And my dissertation revolves around how illness is presented and represented in artist books.
What do you think that art has to say about that intersection between artists, the arts, and healing?
So I felt this instant connection between my craft and how it's always been used to represent bodies.
Yes.
So from that kind of genesis, um, I created my undergraduate thesis, which took a longitudinal perspective of how women's bodies in particular have been portrayed in medical history. And then that project greatly evolved during my master's degree at the University of Alberta when my sister was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So I had been taking this historical look at medical images, and then my sister uh, was able to procure all of her MRI scans from her doctors. So suddenly, I was seeing the inside of my sister's very contemporary body in the form of MRI scans. And she gave all those scans to me, hoping that I would be able to use them in artwork in some way.
Wow.
So that's how this project really started. And I was interested in portraying her body, but I felt that I wasn't able to do that without knowing more about her experiences.
Mm.
So I asked my sister to keep kind of a diary and to relay, what it felt like to be diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, her interactions with neurologists and radiologists and everybody else that she came into contact with throughout this whole imaging process, and her fears for the future, the ways that she was unsure how her body would change, her expectations for her life, and how those had altered after her diagnosis. Relapse Remission is a stop motion animation of a sculpture. And that piece in particular was inspired by my sister's relapse of multiple sclerosis when she was first diagnosed as well. She was a sensation in her lower feet. So I thought of this visual metaphor of ice and numbness and not really being able to feel. So that was the that was the inspiration for that work in particular, and that it will be played kind of over and over. So it's played on a loop in an
The
exhibition
chronic,
setting.
I see. It's a chronic condition, so it really captures that chronicity very well. And also, there's something about the ice and the glass that speaks to both fragility and rigidity, and then it breaks and gets reconstituted. It's really a powerful metaphor.
Yeah, exactly. And the glass is never resealed again.
Right.
It's always it might stand back up, the pieces go back together, but it's never healed.
Never going to be uncracked or unbroken. Yeah.
Right.